So a lot of you've asked where have I been, where you haven't seen me on your feeds and whatnot. And I generally just said I haven't posted, and I haven't said why I haven't posted, but I haven't. I've been working on some stuff, and it's been hard for me to talk about, and I still don't even know how I'm going to talk about. But I feel like I'm somewhat ready, and what I've been doing, just to give a little background, is I've been writing a lot. And I thought maybe I could share what I've been writing, and who knows? Maybe you'll want to hear more. Maybe not. I was getting my car washed, but that's over. And TikTok's been hitting me hard, like in the feels, like straight in the feels. So I guess I'm gonna do this. Sort of gratuitous that I'm here because it's the only place that feels like the right place to tell this story, especially once you get to know more of the story I'm going to tell. She just got home from the hospital. It wasn't the first time she had done so recently. My grandmother has been dealing with real physical pain the last few months with her sciatica and other ailments. She never really talked about what was wrong with her. And when in pain, she didn't like to ask people for help. She just wanted to go quietly to the hospital and have them take care of whatever was going on. Years before, she had a fall, and I had gotten her one of those Life Alert necklaces. At first, she was pretty opposed to the idea, and she would take it off, but then she slipped and fell down the stairs one time and cut her foot. She crawled to the phone to get help. I think that time was when she realized the Life Alert was there for her own safety. She even started to show it off as like a badge of honor. When new people would visit, she would press the button and show them how fast they responded, and would let them know she was just testing it to make sure it worked. She knew it worked. And when her boyfriend, who continued to work as a painter in his 80s as well, had the moment of unbalance, she told him he should get one too. My grandmother had a way of filling a room, whether in person or not. She could just talk to anyone about anything. In person or on the phone, I would love our conversations. They were effortless. They didn't quite require my participation, but I had to listen. She would quiz you, not like an actual quiz, but like, you remember this, I told you this on this day, you're too young to be forgetful already. I think it was why I try to listen to all the details when someone talks to me, even when I don't want to, and catalog it. There's an interesting flow to it through time. I remember when I was younger, her words would stick to me, but I didn't want to listen. I was so preoccupied with, much like every other young person, myself. Then I got older and could value it all, and would listen to listen. She knew me. You could read me without me having to say a word, and knew when I needed to be heard and when I needed to just be. She would take those times I needed to just be and speak. And when I really needed it, she would speak about what I needed to hear. It was either through something she went through or something someone close to her went through, and always ended with how it gets better. I had some problems a few years back, and I was embarrassed to tell her about it. I tried. I couldn't do it over the phone, so I went to Delaware to tell her in person. Just her and myself. She didn't react the way my mental narrative had built it up. She asked me what was wrong. I laid it out. She asked me if I was okay. I said I was. I had a good team. They were helping me through this. She then told me something that sometimes you just need to meditate. She didn't say meditate. She went through the way Oprah had explained it to her. My grandmother loved Oprah, never missed an episode. And when she had her daytime TV show, she watched it all the time. Just sit and close your eyes and breathe. Listen to your body. I knew it was meditation. My therapist told me to do the same, and it was hard. I have ADHD, which was just recently diagnosed, and that diagnosis put everything in perspective for how I handled situations in my life, along with the years of compartmentalization. But that same compartmentalization made it hard for me to connect the dots across conversations unless I was looking. So this day, when my grandmother got home from the hospital, I called her. She told me about the hospital, the nurses who came to stay, and she mentioned they had a psychiatrist come visit her and said they asked if she was depressed. She said, a little sad. You know, I had a lot of loss recently between Jimmy, her boyfriend who died about 2 months before, Donald, her long-term friend, and now Carol, another long-term friend. She tried to see Carol. She came up for Jimmy's funeral, and something told her to go see Carol. We went to her house, and no one answered. We tried calling, and no one answered. And now Carol was dead. She mentioned how it's turning into a constant barrage of who died, but she had her core people she spoke to daily. Jimmy was her every night around 8:30 or 9 p.m. He would call. Even though he had a tendency to say something to piss her off, which in turn was my 7:30 or 8 a.m. phone call to talk about, she still had him. Until the day he didn't answer his phone. That was the day I felt like a disappointment. She called me to check on him. My wife was out, and I had the baby sleeping in my arms. I knew where the spare key was, and I should have gone. I know it's not my fault, and probably couldn't have done anything, but she called me, and I felt like I definitely couldn't go right now. So when another family friend did go and found him dead in his bedroom on the floor, I felt like I let her down somehow. I don't know why I took on that feeling. I guess it's because she never asked for much. She always did. She always did everything for everyone. She carved out time, space, a place for everyone in her life. She carved her life for me, a large swath of it, to make room for me in it. And I couldn't just wrap the baby in a blanket and drive the less than 1 mile to check. And as the conversation went on about her hospital visit, she said they asked her if she was suicidal. And her response was verbose. If I was suicidal, would I be here right now? If I was suicidal, do you think I would be here talking to you? And she went on. Like, really? If I was suicidal, I'd be dead. I wouldn't get that wrong. Compartmentalized into a conversation with a level of sarcasm. I should have put it in a cry for help, but what is suicide to those who've never experienced it? It's an abstract concept. Before October 24th, not even before November 1st, I would not think suicide was a thing rational people did. Rational people are too concerned about living until they die to think suicide is a thing. When I was a teenager, depressed after the loss of both my parents, sitting in my room, I planned out at least 3 ways I was convinced I could end my life, but I never looked back at the time as a time when I was rational. Hormonal, anxiety, depressed, misguided, seeking attention. Those were words I would use to describe that phase of my life. But my grandmother was a rock. So that's just the beginning. And there's a lot more if you're interested.